Welcome back. Dr. Nompumelelo Baso, a botanist and freshwater ecologist, is the winner of the 2025 Jennifer Ward Oppenheimer Research Grant. And her work and research looks at invasive plant species, and she joins us now to celebrate her achievement and its significance and relevance to her work. Dr. Nompumelelo, thank you so much for your time this evening, ma'am. And firstly, congratulations on winning that grant, which you have received from the Oppenheimer, of course, award. And one would then say, if you could just let us know, as the viewers here at SABC News, and let our viewers know, what does this achievement mean to you?
Hello, Mbali. Thank you for having me. And I'm so honored to have received this award. It's going to change the way I do research, I think, forever. Because, as you know, the Jennifer Ward Oppenheimer grant is for up-and-coming scientists. So I think it puts me in the right leg going forward in my academic journey, and I'm very grateful. I literally couldn't believe when they called my name on Thursday, I think. So it's just gonna open so many doors in terms of the science that I'm currently doing now, but beyond the 3 years, because it's a 3-year grant. But beyond the 3 years, it's gonna make my life in terms of academics so much more impactful, because I have so much backing in the early days. So it means quite a lot for me.
And Dr. Baso, maybe just tell us more about your research. I mean, you were looking at invasive species plants, and just tell us what inspired you to look into that sort of research.
Okay, so my research that I've proposed for this grant specifically is looking at how freshwater invasive species and climate change together affect our freshwater ecosystems. So when I talk about invasive species, I'm specifically talking about plants in my aspect, because I'm a botanist. But I'm looking to at a full trophic cascades, which is a bottom-up effect, meaning how does the invasive plant affect the insects in the system? How does it affect the water quality? And how does it affect the fish stocks in those ecosystems? And the reason why I was drawn to this is because I've lived for so many years in close proximity to such systems. So I am a village girl by nature. So we've always been like exposed to the natural environment. So that's where my love came from. And then when I first went to field work and saw the effect of invasive species and how it can choke up a whole system, that's when I thought we need to study these things in association. We can't just separate invasive species and study them separately to climate change, because they are going to be affected, and we assume that under climate change there's going to be more invasions happening. So we want to be prepared for those situations. So the work that I'm proposing is actually to build a warning system for managers and for policymakers.
And maybe, Dr. Baso, if you can also let us know, when it comes to your research, and let us know what impact then does invasive plant species have on our ecosystem?
Okay, so many of the viewers will know about the Hatties, which is the most high-profiled ecosystems we've worked on with the Center for Biological Control under the guidance of Professor Julie Coetzee. So people around that area in the ecosystem will tell you it's hard to use the water for anything. It's hard to use it for recreational activities. It's hard to do any fishing in those systems. And I'm working with fish experts in the research, and we've tried to sample in those ecosystems. It's literally impossible to work in such conditions. And in some regions, we know that hydropower is a huge impact. It has a huge impact, and if you can't get access to the water, then you also limit the access in terms of using that power for electricity use as well. So it's quite devastating to have systems that are fully covered by invasive species.
And how will your research then assist the country when it comes to the fight against invasive plant species?
Okay, so the main outcome, if you will, of the project is to build a warning system, as I've mentioned previously. So we'll first go out into the field to collect the data and also be collecting historical data in tandem with that. And once we've collected all the data, we work with data scientists to turn that into models that will then be used to train online dashboards. So in an online dashboard, what we envision having is a situation where a land manager will select a region of interest or a region which they manage, and then they can tell us the invasive species that is currently being a problem in that ecosystem. And then by inserting the amount of cover of the invasive species,
Yeah.
then the system can tell them the types of fish stocks
All
that they
right.
should be expecting to in that system. Yeah.
Yeah. And before I let you go, Dr. Baso, if you can just let us know, what does the future hold for you quickly?
The future holds a lot of research, a lot of field work, a lot of African travel, because originally the work I was doing was based in South Africa, but with the grant now, I can extend it to a lot of other areas, including Zimbabwe, Tanzania, and Kenya.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Baso. That's Dr. Nompumelelo Baso, a botanist and freshwater ecologist, also the winner of the 2025 Jennifer Ward Oppenheimer Research Grant.